Getting your first $100,000 saved and invested can completely change your life. The sooner you reach that goal, the better. This advice doesn't come from me, though. It comes from legendary investor and billionaire Charlie Munger. When I heard what he had to say about the importance of saving your first $100,000, it changed the way I thought about money and wealth building. In fact, taking his advice seriously helped me grow my investment portfolio to nearly $500,000 by age 24. I'm not sharing that to brag. Plenty of people my age have more. I'm sharing it to show that the principles Munger teaches truly work. I've watched nearly every interview Charlie Munger has given and read most of what he's written. In this video, I want to share the most important takeaways. If you're new here and want to learn how to increase your income, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Now let's dive in. We hear quotes from successful people all the time, but they're often vague or hard to apply. Munger is different. He's known for being direct and practical. At a Berkshire Hathaway meeting in the 1990s, a young man told Munger he was struggling to build wealth and asked for advice. That's when Munger dropped a quote that became famous in the finance world. "The first $100,000 is a bitch, but you got to do it." It got the audience's attention. Then he added, "I don't care what you have to do. Walk everywhere. Only eat food you bought with coupons. Just find a way to get your hands on $100,000. After that, you can ease off the gas a little." What he meant was that getting to your first $100,000 is the hardest part. Every milestone after that, $200,000, $500,000, $1 million, gets easier. Why? Because of compound interest. These two words can change your financial future. Compound interest means you earn money not just on your original savings, but also on the interest those savings have already earned. I like to think of it like a snowball rolling down a hill. At the top, it's small, but as it rolls, it collects more snow and gets bigger. You're not doing extra work. The snowball is growing on its own. That's exactly how compound interest works once your money's invested and left to grow over time. Let's take two people, John and Steve, both 20 years old. They both hear Charlie's advice, but only John takes it to heart. He gets serious, saves aggressively, and hits $100,000 by 25. Steve doesn't take action and hits $100,000 at 35. If neither adds another dollar but earns 10% yearly, Steve ends up with $2.8 million at age 70. John, a whopping $7.3 million. That's $4.5 million more, all because he started 10 years earlier. This example shows why Charlie Munger said you can ease off the gas once you hit $100,000. That's because once your money reaches that level, compound interest starts to do the heavy lifting. With $100,000, your snowball is big enough to start picking up serious momentum. It's not about working harder, it's about letting time and growth work in your favor. Before we talk about how to actually hit that $100,000 milestone, it's important to understand how your returns affect your results. One major piece of advice that shaped how I approached this was learning from Munger's early investing journey. He made his first money in real estate and still invests in it today. The point is, you don't need to be a billionaire to get involved in high-quality investments. You just need to start. Once I understood this, I focused on saving as much as I could and putting that money to work. But the key here is simple. The amount you can save comes down to one formula: your income minus your expenses. Think of yourself as a business. Revenue, your income, minus costs, your expenses, equals profit, your savings. Just like a smart business, your goal is to grow your profit margin. There are only two ways to do this: either increase your income or reduce your expenses. Ideally, you should aim to do both. Let's start with income. One of the best ideas I got from Munger is the concept of selling your time back to yourself. When Charlie worked at a law firm, he realized they were charging clients hundreds of dollars an hour for his time. That made him understand how valuable his time really was, so he decided to dedicate some of that time to working for himself, learning about investing and building real estate deals outside of his job. That's what I try to do too. I work full-time as an investment analyst, but I also run this YouTube channel on the side. I spend 60 hours a week at my main job and another 20 to 30 hours on this channel. The beauty is that all my living expenses are covered by my primary income. So any money I make from YouTube, after taxes, goes directly into my investments. You can apply this same principle in your own life. If you're a teacher, you could tutor on the side. If you're a developer, you could take on freelance projects. Know how to edit videos? Offer your services to creators. No matter your skills, there are ways to generate extra income in your spare time that can help grow your savings faster. Now that we've covered boosting income, let's talk about controlling expenses. When Charlie Munger was asked about the key to a successful life, one of his top answers was simple: underspend your income. Warren Buffett lives by this too. Despite being worth over $100 billion, he drives a modest car and avoids fancy restaurants. Their success proves it's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. If you earn $250,000 a year, but spend $240,000, you're only saving $10,000. But if someone else earns just $60,000 and spends $40,000, they're saving $20,000. That second person is building wealth twice as fast. This is why lifestyle inflation, the tendency to spend more as you earn more, is so dangerous. A recent study showed that nearly 1 in 3 people making $250,000 a year still live paycheck to paycheck. To show why lifestyle inflation holds people back, let's go back to John and Steve. They both start with $65,000 a year right out of college. They work hard and get 8% raises every year. But Steve lets his spending rise at the same rate as his income. In year 1, he spends $60,000, saving just $5,000. 10 years later, even though he's making $130,000, he's still barely saving $10,000 a year. Over that decade, he saves a total of $72,000. John, on the other hand, resists lifestyle inflation. Even though he also gets 8% raises, he only increases his spending by 2% each year. As a result, he ends up saving nearly $285,000 over the same period, almost 4 times more than Steve. They made the same amount of money, but John prioritized keeping more of it. That's what makes the difference. If you're watching this, you're already ahead. You care about your future and want to build wealth. Just remember, the biggest threat to that goal isn't lack of knowledge or bad luck. It's lifestyle inflation. Keep your spending in check, grow your income, and save as much as you can until you hit that first $100,000. Once you get there, you've built the foundation. From that point on, your money can start working for you. Thanks for watching Investing Flicks. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and drop a comment below. For more expert insights on personal finance, investing, and wealth building, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out.